I'm absolutely delighted, and I actually feel almost privileged that I have here, sitting right next to me, Michael Emerson, who we all know plays Benjamin Linus. Michael, I think it's kind of appropriate right now to say Michael Emerson. Congratulations on winning your recent Emmy Award.
It was a long, hot day, but it had a happy ending.
You've been nominated several times before, I believe. How did it feel finally to receive the award?
It's typical, isn't it, that once you decide that you're going to be detached from it and stop longing for it, that's when it comes to you. So there's a lesson that way. I can't really tell you what it felt like. I was out of body with nerves, I have to say, at the moment. And your main worry is not tripping as you go up the steps to the microphone and hoping that when you open your mouth, something intelligent will come out.
What would you say so far has been your most memorable moment working on Lost?
I talked John Locke out of hanging himself and then moments later strangle him with the same cord. That was challenging playing. It was an electrifying day on the set. I've never felt such a hushed and reverent atmosphere on the stage as there was that day. It was as if everybody in the company understood that we had reached a great moment in the telling of our story, and it was the kind of magical work that you'll hope you'll have in the course of an acting career.
There is a certain magic that the two of you have got together, I have no reservations in saying that to you. I think that both of you, there's fabulous, fabulous actors on Lost, but when you two share screen time together, it just looks like just a little bit cut above the rest.
Well, I think these two characters are very near the core of the mythology of the show, and usually what's at stake in their scenes are also at stake in the hearts of the audience. That's good. And Terry O'Quinn and I are actors of a similar age and a similar background, and the same working methodology, which is nice and easy, show up, get it done, and go home. And I'm always happy when I see that the two of us are up on the call sheet, because I know it's going to be good work.
Let's go back a little bit. You were originally hired as a guest star on the show, and then you became one of the key characters.
Well, it may have been a tryout for me, for them. I think they had an idea, but there was more than one way to fulfill the idea. So their first experiment was, plan A was, let's bring in Michael Emerson and see how he does in this Henry Gale part. Had that failed, if it hadn't worked or hadn't had resonance or made sense, I think they would have been perfectly comfortable to kill me off and go to plan B, whatever that might be. Luckily, it worked out. I passed the audition.
I'm sure with flying colours.
Yeah, it's worked out so nicely.
What is it that you love about playing Ben? What's the appeal in that character? Because he is such a calculated schemer, but he can, good, bad. Is he misunderstood?
I like the playing of a character that doesn't give up easy answers. I like that he continues to be a mystery to the viewers and to the other characters as well. It's nice, and that's a hard thing to nurse along over the course of several seasons.
Ben gets beaten up more than any other character on the show. I think he's...
more than any other character in television history, I would venture to say.
How is that for you?
I don't feel ready to act on the show unless I look in the mirror and see that I'm disfigured. Those scenes, those occasional scenes I have where I'm cleaned up and dressed nicely, it seems wrong somehow.
Before you started working on Lost, were you a fan of the show?
Sure, it was always on at our house. My wife, I will confess, was a much bigger fan of the show than I was. I was an intermittent viewer. She was religious.
And dare I ask you who your favourite character was in the show before you actually started working on it? Would it have been John Locke?
Yes. I mean, I was always compelled by John Locke. But I was also compelled by Mr. Echo. A wonderful character, great spiritual resonance, a great gravity, a great nobility in the playing. I always liked that character.
Television's biggest secret is finally about to be revealed in season 6. Am I correct in saying that?
I think Lost is like a tapestry of mysteries. It's a million little interlocking mysteries that may or may not lead up to some reveal or epiphany that is really satisfying.
Does it feel like you're making TV, or does it feel like you're making this long film?
No other TV show works as much on location, on exotic location, on difficult location. Jungles, deserts, mud, rain, vines, bugs. It feels like you went away somewhere with an intrepid film crew and you're making some kind of rough action movie.
Would you say that you're excited or saddened that it's coming to an end?
Both. I mean, everyone's geared up for this final season. Everyone's bringing their best game. We want to go out with a pop. It will be sad to leave this family, which it has become. On the other hand, it will be nice to resume my North American life. And some things like travel and getting together with loved ones will become infinitely easier.
Michael, I'm going to ask you to do one more thing for us at SKyone. If you don't mind, there's something that I do for the viewers at home. If you can look into that camera, and a message to all the fans who watch Lost religiously on SKyone HD, just tell them something to look for, what they can look forward for in Season 6.
To all you fans who watch Lost on SKyone HD, I thank you for your patience and your energy, for sticking with us all these years. I think that it will have been worth the wait at the end of Season 6. I don't know that all the mysteries will be answered, but enough will be, and you will certainly never forget the show. And I hope that when we bring it to an end, you'll think you might as well start looking at it from Season 1 all over again. Cheers.
Michael Emerson, thank you very, very much.